if you hear little birds in the background, you hear little dogs from next door, or whatever, do know that those are different type of sounds you hear from Los Angeles, California, 98, South Central, and things of that nature. But other than that, you guys already know. Wherever you hear me talk like this, no music in the background, you guys should already know. That means the Super Record app by Spreaker, which they should bring back the original format how you record the shows off the original Spreaker app, which was 10 times more better. Because with the Record app, it always messes up the playlist when you have music that you queued up in order to play in for the background. So I'm not about to search for no music right now to play in the background. Instead, we about to get on with this podcast. It's September 15th, week 66, sessions 321 through 325. The reason why you guys always hear me pause because whenever I do the podcast, I straight up do the podcast and then I don't, write it out and everything. But yeah, this is week 67, sessions 321 through 325. You guys know I'm tired, damn it. Y'all know that your boy is tired. It's been since working back on a Tuesday, which I had not done in a long time. And I can't really count, come off day sometimes on Tuesdays. Let's work on a Tuesday, that's different. But working on a Tuesday, I kid you not, that's a regular day. Boy, that started for this week to get me tired out. Because I almost did this podcast tomorrow like I did last Saturday. But I said, nah, let me go ahead and do it right now so we won't get sidetracked and things of that nature. So with that, let's start. And this is for this week of September 11th through September 15th, which is sessions 321 to 325. It's funny how the 1 and the 5 actually add up together. So that's perfect. So for September 11th, 2017, Blessed Mondays, I said the start of something new and adventurous will always be scary, but at the end of the day, the change will be worth it. No matter what you do in life, there'll always be new things. Like if you start something new and creative that, get you networks and opportunities and things of that nature, it will be scary at first because you don't know what the heck you're doing. And, the person that knows their craft could be like, well, do this and this and this and this. And you're looking like you got that face saying the flip, because you don't really understand what the heck is going on. You can ask them, but sometimes, be afraid to ask that person, what it is that you want me to do, because they see potential that you don't see, which makes it more of interest because it's kind of crazy how we don't see certain things inside ourselves of what we're capable of doing. I even do that sometimes as well, too, to the point where somebody else could see what they see in you, but we don't see it yet. I think that's part of the fun mysteries of life, and kind of God set it up. Because I think if we all knew what our purpose was, we'd all be doing it. We wouldn't be working at half-ass jobs and getting paid what we get paid and things of that nature. We'll be having fun and do what we need to do. You guys hear a little squeak in the background because I'm actually laying down. I'm doing this podcast. Normally I'd be standing up and walking around doing it, but like I said before, your boy's tired, so yeah. But other than that, though, just the fact that we do something new is going to be very scary because you don't know what the hell you're doing. But at the end of the day, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it because you're going to start getting to your element as to understanding what it is that you're doing. And once you get into your element and things in life starts to move more fun and things become more better. There's going to be some little challenges here and there, what isn't. But at the end of the day, it's going to be great and it's going to be well. So always remember that. And on September 12, 2017, on the Grind Tuesdays, I said to understand the power to effective marketing, promoting, and advertising for your business, You will need to understand the power of colors and emotions. Now, I've been wanting to talk about this for almost dang near the whole week. So, check this out. Most of you guys that got iPhones, well, you know what? Let me rephrase that. Most of you guys that's like tech illiterate or a techie like me, tech geek, or however you call us, person that loves technology, like, you know, smartphones and tablets and computers and things of that nature, because they are like magical type of items. And reason being is when you really look at the bigger picture, the phone just being another but hardware, but how everything is powered together. Like how am I able to do this podcast on the phone? And how does these magical electrons and neutrons and things of that nature and electrical wiring with the wireless thing, like how the hell do all of this really actually work? When you really think about it from a deeper point of view, it makes your mind expand. It blows your mind. It's like science. But at the same time, you really think to yourself, how does a component of metal and glass and plastic could entertain us long enough to truly understand that these devices we have is way more than just what we see and how we use it? It's just like, I don't know how to explain it, but you just gotta take it from that point of view to really understand it. But the reason why I said to understand the power to effective marketing, and this is part of it for promoter advertising and you know, things for your business or whatever you may be doing, you send colors and emotions. Now, Apple, those of you like Apple products, those of you don't. Those of you like iPhones, those of you don't. And I don't know where the hell the iPhone and Samsung war had came from to you guys right now. Both of them are just phones. Both platforms, iOS and Android, do their things, you know, stuff of that nature. Some folks like more customization. Some folks, you know, like simplicity. I used to have an Android phone. Actually, I used to have a couple of Android phones back in my day. But the things that I hate about them, they remind me of a Windows PC, Windows personal computer, compared to a Mac. When the Mac, everything runs fluidly, smoothly, you know. Unless you have to run out of space, then, you know, some things may kind of go slow on the laptop, whatever, things of that nature. But it's easy to fix it back up to bring the speed back up. But like with a PC, you get more viruses and things of the nature because more open source, meaning that, you know, you can do more things with it, computer coding type of wise. But at the same time, you bringing in more viruses and things that actually can knock the components out and make the computer or even the Android phone go slower and be laggy. And that's one thing I know about Samsungs back in the days, how they were so slow and lag and things of that nature. Like, they'd be fast for a good 6 months, and the next 6 months or whatever, it just goes slow. As opposed to when I got my first iPhone 5, and I was not a big iPhone person, because I'm like, everybody got an iPhone, you know. My folks got iPhones and things of that nature. I never liked iPhones when they first came out. But once I started using the iPod Touch, because I had lost the iPod Shuffle on my way a long time ago, trying to pick up my baby sister from school. And I think it fell in my back pocket. And I think when it fell in my back pocket, I was trying to look for it and couldn't find it. Which was the crazy part. It like mysteriously disappeared. And things like, it was, I put this way, I like Apple products, like the computers, but, and you know, the iPod Nanos and things of that nature. I just didn't like the phones. So when I had the iPod Touch and everything, when I started working over at the job I'm still working at and things, you know, I'm like, okay, so I could get used to it, you know, things of that nature. But there was a situation at my job to where it's my first time leading a crew, and I was trying to call off an aircraft. And what ended up happening and everything was that when I tried to call off an aircraft, my Samsung Galaxy S1 phone that I had at the time was lagging heavy, so I wasn't able to make a call in time. I said, oh, hell to the no. I gotta switch phones. And I was going to join AT&T to get the iPhone 5 because AT&T had them at the time. This is before the 5S and things are coming out like later on, during 2013, whatever. So when T-Mobile had came up with, you know, started bringing the iPhones to their carrier, and then we was part of T-Mobile anyways, I said, oh, I remember that day was April 13th or April whatever the day that T-Mobile had came with the iPhone 5s and things of that nature. Even though the phone's a little bit older, but it's still a classic to me. I still have it, but my sister-in-law, she's using the iPhone 5. Well, I got the 7 right now. Kind of want my iPhone 5 back though, because the 5S that I have at was my little brother's, but he got himself a 7 Plus or whatever, or a 6S Plus, something like that. So he ain't using the little one. But I'm looking to use the little one for a backup. I'd rather use my iPhone 5 that I had back in the day as a backup, getting a new battery for that, and just continue to use that. Whatever. Why? Because it's like the very first, iPhone I got. So once I got the iPhone Touch and started playing around with that, then once T-Mobile had got the iPhones, I said, okay. And I remember, because I was burnt out from working overnights, wanted to sleep for a little bit, woke back up, got dressed, looking nice and everything. Went to South Bay Galleria, went inside, saw that they had the iPhones. I was going to get the white one that they had at the time, white or so, whatever. They didn't have those. And I forgot how many gigabytes I was going to get, but they only had 16 gigabytes. Bless you. So after that, since they had the 16 gigabytes, I think I went up at, I was going to get, 32 was big storage at the time. So they didn't have this, so they had 16 gigabytes. So I asked the dude, I said, you guys got the iPhones in? He said, yeah. I said, you got the black one? Yeah. 16 gigabytes? Yeah. Let me get it. He was like that. I said, just like that. And that started me on, just rocking with iPhones and everything. And even with Samsung, it was coming good with the Galaxy S4 and the Galaxy S5 and X's and things of that nature. We were still rocking with the iPhones. And, I was looking at myself like, almost like limited, to what I can do. But at the end of the day, I was like, nah, I'm not limited. And here's the reason why. So check this out. So, reason why I wasn't limited, because I was able to do my podcast on my iPhones. I think you guys heard me talk about last Saturday how on my iPhones I was able to do music production on all of my iPhones, from the 5 to the 6 to the 6S and right now to the 7. And even with the photography for my album covers and things of that nature, I did them all on my iPhones. And even with the promoting with the Business Minded Leaders post I do every Monday through Friday, I do it off of my iPhones, and by Snapchat. Shout out to my homie Willie, my boy Willie Anderson, and my character, my homegirl Miss Alethea. They was ones that put me on games to join Snapchat. I didn't want to join it because I was like, man, I'm already on Instagram and Twitter and things of that nature, so I didn't want another social site. But with Snapchat, I said, you know what? If I use it for the right purposes and, just to motivate folks as opposed to do it for the BS, then we can keep the, Snapchat on the phone. And I've been using the little Snapchat posts to post out the motivational stuff and download it from there and then post that same post I put on Snapchat on the other social media sites. So it works out. So the reason why I mentioned the iPhones is because Apple had their September keynote, which they do every year, which they talk about the new iPhones and things of that nature. Most folks, whenever they hear about Apple's keynote, they like, but I'm like, Samsung does the keynotes, and when Samsung does the keynotes, they damn near put out 5 phones throughout a period of 3 months. You have your Galaxy S8, S8 Plus, S8 Active, which means it's like the rugged version of it that, you can really do some damage to it, but it won't actually break. And then you got the S8 Mini, and then you got the Galaxy Note 8. It's like damn near Samsung put out 5, I take it back, like 7 different phones, because you got the off-brand Samsung phones that's not in the Galaxy series, but they're like the cheaper versions of the bigger siblings. So Samsung damn near like pull out 12 phones throughout the month, and almost throughout the year, and folks don't complain about it. Apple puts out probably like 1 to 3 phones and whatever, and folks just go crazy about it. Why? Because of Apple's marketing and promoting and advertising. And the reason why I have mentioned that, because I kid you not, I watched Apple's keynote for the iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus, and the iPhone X, which I might get. I'm on the fence of it because I'm very close to pay off my iPhone 7 with T-Mobile.
And so I'm like, do I really want to spend some extra money on my phone bill for another phone? Because the iPhone X, to me, looks pretty cool. I mean, we already saw the leaks a long time ago, but at the end of the day, I'm like, it is what it is, and whatever. I'm not trusting like an Apple fanboy or anything, nothing like that. But you guys already know the story of what happened to my iPhone 7 the first time. If you don't know about the story, then I advise you to go through these podcasts. Go to literally on Valentine's Day 2017 or February 14th, 2017 to hear what actually happened to my other iPhone 7, which had me out in the commission for a whole week for not putting up the posts and things of that nature. So I did like a double post and double show on that one. I'm not gonna explain the story again, anyways. But other than that, Apple's keynote had happened this past Tuesday, and it was a pretty dope keynote. I like the Apple Watch Series 3, but I'm cool on my Series 1. I only need the LTE thing for it. Whatever, I'd rather have the LTE stuff for my phone and things of that nature. And Apple Watch that I have right now, I'm cool with it. Because the other one that I have, my little brother, I gave to him with the first iPhone 7 that I had, jet black, had got stolen and things of that nature. So I'm on the second one because the second one is going to trade in towards the iPhone X. And I'm like, nah, just pay it off and just keep it. And we'll use this for Virgin Mobile and everything. Because I was going to switch carriers. I want to stay with T-Mobile, but I'm like, I'd rather do the Virgin Mobile, which I advise you guys to check out. Virgin Mobile got a little deal. This is not sponsored by Virgin Mobile as well. It really could have been. Could have been sponsored by them and T-Mobile. But other than that, Virgin Mobile has a deal coming up, y'all. Well, they actually have a deal called the Inner Circle, where you pay $50. I think like the first month, kind of like join, and then for the rest of the year, that's if you have an iPhone though. And for the rest of the year, you just pay $1 a month for your phone bill, unlimited everything, straight up. You guys heard me right. $1 a month for the full year. So let's say you do it today. Wherever the yearly part stops for next year is where it stops. But you'll be able to pay $1 a month for your phone bill. Unlimited everything. I'm like, you can't beat it. And I know Virgin Mobile is kind of like with Sprint, so the network is pretty good. But at the same time, it's not a bad deal. You have your own iPhone. You probably could get a new number or port your own number over and just do that deal, and bam, you in the game. You could save money. I mean, who would love to save money by paying $1 a month for their phone bill? So it sounds good to be true, but I'm gonna try it out. And the reason why I'm gonna try it out is because I want to keep myself with a business number. I have certain people on my phone that I network with, that rather than not have my personal number, so I'd rather have another phone number. So I'm gonna try out the other thing and things of that nature and whatnot. So yeah, you gotta separate family and things from business, straight up. But other than that, though, with Apple's keynote, let me get back to it because we don't get sidetracked. We'll actually give you guys some little tips and things too. With Apple's keynote, what I had noticed this year, because I know every time I watch Apple's keynote, I always try to learn something. Like, why is they marketing, promoting, and branding so effective? Like, why is it that folks war about Samsung being better than Apple, or why is Apple products very, very great and inferior, especially come to music production and videography and graphic design. Apple is king on that. And then while I was watching the keynote, I noticed something when they had showed the iPhone 8 and they showed that new nice gold color that they have and whatnot with the glass body and things of that nature, which it does make the phone look good. So when they had showed that, I noticed something, the emotions of color, meaning that yes, they showed the gold phone, but it had like a peachy gold background to the phone. So when the dude, I think Phil or the other cat was talking, you looked at the phone and the phone gave you some type of emotion from it. And then I realized that's how Apple is so perfective with their marketing, promoting, advertising, and branding. And even when I was looking at the Apple Watch, and they had the little video of folks that have an Apple Watch that save their lives from certain situations, health wise and things of that nature. And then you feel you kind of feel for them, especially for those of us that got Apple Watch. We can understand when your Apple Watch tells you take time to breathe because you working extra hard. You take a look at it. It's like, okay, or like I have a different heart rate app on my phone, whatever. That tracks my heart rate if it goes up or goes low, whatever. And especially the job that I'm at, where it's like high intensity work sometimes. Sometimes it's good to get that little nudge to say that, okay, your heart rate is at 100 something something, whatever. Then the watch be like, take time to breathe. So it's cool when you see like that. But after seeing that keynote and see the Apple Watch, the other part, I said, okay, what they're talking about is emotions. But Apple doesn't say like that. And that's the reason why their marketing, promoting, and advertising is so powerful and effective. Because even with the commercials invoke some type of emotion, depending what type of scenery it is. Like Apple, we have commercials about their phones, whatever, that just be very upbeat and very colorful and things of that nature. Then around the holiday season, it'll be like very mellow, very smooth. But it gives you that sense of, I got to get an Apple product. Because this commercial just hit you with different types of colors that make you happy, and hit you with different types of emotions that make you feel what they feel. So if you want to be very effective like Apple with their marketing, promoting, and advertising and branding, learn all about colors and learn emotions. Because once you put two and two together, I kid you not, you be a powerhouse just like them. But you got to learn how to do it first. And normally we'll watch Apple keynotes, even though I may have the iPhone 7 or whatever that already came out the year before, I watch the keynotes not because of the products. I watch the keynotes to actually see how effective are they doing with their marketing. How effective are they talk about the brand. How effective and the reasons why they talk about what they talk about. Steve Jobs is a genius. He literally understood color and emotions. But you understand the emotional part about, a little metal device in the human side of the personality. So that's crazy. Let's continue. So on September 13, 2017, I said Motivational Wednesdays. It's cool to be shy from time to time, but don't let your shyness keep you from your blessings. I'll be real, I'm a shy person myself, introvert sometimes and things of that nature. But once I come out my shyness, I'm the coolest person you guys can ever meet. Crazy as heck though, low key. But at the same time, I respect those who do, earn my respect and things of that nature. Because we ain't about to take it there with other stuff, so we're gonna keep it like this. But sometimes I could be a shy person, but I also know too that if you too shy all the time, it could keep you away from a whole lot of blessings and a whole lot of opportunities. Because just like we said earlier, when something new or of interest happens and things of that nature, of course, be scary at the end of the day or whatever. But there are times where if you do feel shy, and I know I'm speaking to myself with this too, it's good sometimes to come out the shyness, to, get the blessings and rewards, whatever it is. But depending on what kind of time and things that you're shy from. Because there are some events where, you do need to be shy from certain things. And there are some events where you need to be open so you can get the opportunities that need to come. So let's continue with the rest of the show. So for September 14, 2017, Daily Tips Thursdays, I said, never lose focus of the plans that God has for you. For the moment you lose focus is the moment you'll be back at square one. Let me let you guys know this. We as human beings, and I always call us as human beings because we are human. We are spirits in the flesh. In, terms so you can understand that. But we are humans because we are very flawed creatures, straight up. We lose focus of the plans that God has for us because we always doubt ourselves, or life happens. Like I always keep talking about these past couple of weeks. Life will hit you with some things that you may be like, man, what in the world, and you lose focus on what you try to do. But at the same time, the moment you start losing focus of or lose track of what God has for you, it's the moment you be back at square one, try to figure everything out. All you need to do is continue to put your trust in Him, and then you just continue going from there and whatnot. And so, at the end of the day, try to keep your focus as much as you can. But if you can't keep your focus, don't feel bad about it. Just know that, hey, things happen, you know, where we lose our focus and we'll come back to it. You know, just continue to push on whatever it is that you do. Don't lose track of time. All right? And so for the last end of the post, September 15th, 2017, Boss Says Fridays, I said certain opportunities are great, but at the right, wait a minute, certain opportunities are great, but the right opportunities comes at the right time. Always remember that. So I'm going to let you guys know something. A little opportunity had came up and whatnot, didn't take it. Not because I didn't want to take it, but because right now, as I told the other person, you know, thank you for the opportunity, but I'm not going to accept it. It's because I'm still rebuilding up my brand and everything else like that. You guys already heard me talk about this a couple weeks ago. Your boy got his LLC. That's great. At the end of the day, it's a whole lot of stuff that comes with the LLC. I mean, it's just not, no, you know, you're going through legal soon, like, yeah, you know, I'm signing up for it. No, it's, I put this way, you got the little tax part for the business side. You got to make sure all that's great, and you got to make sure you don't miss a little deadlines to pay off this and this and this. And so I'm looking at all this like, yo, maybe I should have waited a little longer. But I'm like, nah, because life is too short. You never know what may happen. So let me go ahead and do this right now. And, you know, we go through the journey of doing this. So had a little opportunity to do something else big, whatever, you know, is in my department for music. But it's not part of the side of the music I kind of want to learn just yet. And part of the reason is because it's like more, it was more on the business side, but it's on another type of a music business type of side. And at the same time, I really don't want to work with the labels. I'd rather partner with, you know, one of the major labels, but I don't want to work directly inside with a music label, if you guys know what I mean. Like, I don't want to sign with Sony because I like to own my own masters to my music. Master of my music is this. Let's say you guys see me play my instrumentals in the background like I normally play my instrumentals in the background. I own those tracks. Those are master tracks, meaning that I own the original copies that's on my laptop and on my hard drives for that instrumental that I have produced and created. Now, had I worked with Sony or somebody else, they will be the copyright owners of that particular track that I have made. So when it comes to music and your favorite artists do not own the master to their tracks. Always remember that. The people that they work with, Interscope, Sony, things of that nature, they own the masters to those tracks. Prince catalog of music is a good example. When Prince had bought out his music from Warner Brothers, Prince had did his own thing because he owned those masters. Once he went back to Warner Brothers, and then we ain't about to speak on that because that right there is going to piss me off and a whole lot of other people off too, because we know that Prince got set to be killed because of his catalog of music, but that's a whole necessary for another topic anyways. But once Warner Brothers had got back Prince music, Warner Brothers had owned the masters to his music, which is total BS because, like I said, we ain't about to get into that right now. We get pissed off if we start through them. And we don't need to, yeah, we about to switch that. But at the end of the day, I own the masters to my music that I create. And so certain music labels and things of that nature, they will own the music. I'll give you another example. Michael Jackson, when he was still living, he had owned the Beatles music catalog. Sony was not well pleased with that, because they had the rights to it, but Michael decided, Michael had half of the music publishing and things of that nature and music masters of certain big name artists like Beyonce and them and stuff like that. But Sony had, got all that stuff back, whatever. I put it this way, music mastering, we own your own masters to your music. And that right there, especially if have the sound go around worldwide, things of that nature, that actually racks up to big money. There's artists that have been deceased for a long time whose music still be playing to this day, but the music labels are still making money off of it. And, the family's just getting the royalties off of the track that's been played for about 50 years or whatever. But at the end of the day, if you're doing music, keep your own masters. I'm telling you. Because you can pass it down to your family, and then they pass it down to the rest of the generations. But the reason why I said that was because, like I said before, certain part of the music business and things I would love to learn. There's certain part of the music business I will want to learn, but would not want to be a part of. Because to be real, it's not creative. I like the creative side of things. I like creating the music. I like creating the music because it evokes emotions. And if I close my eyes, I can see different colors and different scenes. I could really see different gigantic scenes from different aspects when doing music. So with this little certain opportunity that popped up and everything else like that, I didn't take it because one, it's a whole lot going on, like I said, with the LLC and stuff. I'll try to, continue to understand that. And two, is a whole lot going on with the job that I'm still working at. And the job that I'm still working at is not going to pay half the stuff that I need to do with the LLC. So right now, my mind is on a whole lot of stuff and it's very in a disorganized way. Me doing these podcasts and things of that nature, it keeps me focused. It keeps me well grounded and things of that nature so that I can continue to push and continue to make things happen. But at the same time, like I said in this post, certain opportunities are great, but the right opportunities always come at the right time. See, you can try to do any opportunity that you want to do. But I will let you guys know this though. At the end of the day, what is actually better is that you don't take all opportunities that comes your way. I know I said it before, take any opportunity that may come your way and things of that nature, but I'm going to reverse that. There are certain opportunities, that you could take, and there are certain opportunities that in your heart it's not the right opportunity for you to do. Then guess what? Don't worry about it. Just go ahead and just do you. Because at the end of the day, when the right opportunity does come to you, it's the right opportunity because you will feel it. At the same time, you understand it more better. And then you start seeing more benefits of it. And then whoever you're talking with, that you and that person can trust each other to go ahead and make things happen. Because there are certain opportunities that, they may sound good, but at the same time, there's always a little quirk in it that will make you say, this doesn't seem right, let me not do it. And there are some folks that are too afraid to do it, that they get into different opportunities, that they be screwed over. So, pick your opportunities and which ones you may take. Because at the end of the day, too, I always hear the saying, ladies and gents, for folks that said that, well, if you miss on this opportunity, you miss on a lifetime. As long as God still has you on this earth, God will give you the right opportunities that need to come your way. Like I said before, not every opportunity you need to take. God will set up the right opportunities for you. The thing is, He's going to have you learn from different things before He gives you that opportunity. That's what most folks don't see. Most folks just use the cliche that you're missing the opportunity of a lifetime. I want to say a certain word, so I'm going to say another way. Bull stinky. We'll say it like that. Bull stinky. How can I miss the opportunity of a lifetime when there's other opportunities popping up? One door closes, another door opens. So if 100 doors close and the 101 door opens up for you, hey, perfect. Because if all 100 doors open, guess what? Even though all 100 doors may be open, all 100 doors may not be the right doors for you to walk into. So, ladies and gents, as we close out, remember this. Remember this. Things in this world may be scary to start. Even when you are shy and things of that nature. Even when you lose your focus, or even when the opportunities may not seem right. If you understand the emotions that you feel from those things, or you see certain things that I'm talking about in a certain color, always know that at the end of the day, the right time for everything will come to you. Alright? And that right there is just a whole damn summary of what we just talked about. I just tried to do something new, and that actually came out perfect. But I want to give you guys this encouragement. Whatever that you do in life and things of that nature, man, just make everything great. Just do the best that you can. Don't sell yourself short, but also don't be a sellout to things that may sound good, but as I see with so many folks, you get caught to some bull crap to the point where you wish you never had done A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So always remember the reason as to why you want to do certain things. At the end of the day, just make it happen. So with that though, ladies and gents, thank you guys for tuning in to week 67, sessions 321 and 325 of this week's Motivational Business Minded Leaders, the Wolves Den podcast, with your host, Chinchilla Q, also known as Q Moore of Hip Rocker Productions CM.com, Hip Rocker Productions LLC, and everything else. I will catch you guys on Monday for the video podcast. I might be back at Santa Monica Beach. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. I'll see how Sunday goes, because I got Sunday, Monday off. So, I'll see how Sunday goes if I'm not too tired. Because I know last Monday we was burnt out. Like from the whole week we had worked, or well, from a couple of days that we had worked and whatever, and things of that nature, we was burnt out. And I know that since I'm going back to church now, it's not like I have Monday and Tuesday off where, I just go ahead and come in home and be like on a Monday, just rest all in and whatever. Then Tuesday go to the beach and do the podcast. Nah, this is me going back to church and get up early, going back to church, and then spend the rest of the Sunday just relaxing or whatever. And then Monday getting early to go off to the beach, so before all the tourism people start coming, and then get up early on Tuesday through Saturday around 4 something in the morning, going on 5 o'clock. So yeah, you can see where the tiredness come from, and I'm trying to be careful. Like, I will go to the beach on a Sunday, but I'm like, nah, because that's when mostly everybody is off on Saturday and Sunday. So let me not go to the beach on Sunday. Like, let me not go to the beach on a Sunday, and let me just go to the beach on Monday. I was like, let's go do it on a Tuesday. Then I realized I got to work on Tuesday. So yeah. But other than that, though, ladies and gents, thank you guys. I'm trying to get this thing cap into this water bottle. There we go. But thank you guys for joining tonight's podcast. I almost did it tomorrow, but no, I was like, nah, USC plays Texas, so fight on for USC. I already know Alabama go win their game tomorrow. They play against some weak squad anyway, so that's whatever. But the USC and Texas game, yeah, buddy, Texas Longhorns, we coming for y'all. I think y'all did to us in 2006. It's been 11 years in the making, whatever. So yeah, it's time for us to whoop y'all tail tomorrow. I'm sorry, y'all going down. And I said it out loud when some passengers came off an aircraft. I was getting ready to clean some Texas fans that came off, and I was having a discussion with somebody. I was like, yeah, USC go get them tomorrow. They kind of looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, well, welcome to Cali. In my head, I'm like, welcome to California. Y'all about to get smashed. Maybe y'all should take the plane back to Texas and watch the game at your house. It's whatever, Not trying to be mean, but, it's college football season, NFL season. So it's that war of the words when it comes to certain teams. I'm from South Central Los Angeles, and I really lived like about 10 or 7 minutes. I take that back. I live literally 5 minutes away from USC. Literally, USC University. I live 5 minutes away from there. I can, well, hell, I would not want to walk over there, because the area I kind of stay in. Well, I'll be honest, South Central Los Angeles, certain areas is cool. You can walk into things of nature. In certain areas, it's best to drive. Sad to say that I'm not about to even go in depth into that, because it's kind of depressing. We still look at some of the people that you could tell had life in them, but you could tell that life really beat them up badly to the point where, other than that, USC game, Texas, yes. But thank you guys for tuning to tonight's podcast. Catch you guys next week. One love. I'm out. Peace. Oh, if you want to find me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, all of them good things, go to my website at hiprockerproductionstm.com. That is hiprockerproductionstm.com. That's where you find all the motivational posts, which I totally forgot to post up the ones for this week. I'll do that tomorrow. And just post up everything. And part of the reason why I said I'd do that tomorrow, because your boy is burnt out. I really do not feel like turning on my MacBook right now to even do all that. Not being lazy, but if you guys work as a cabin cleaner at an airport, which means you get on an aircraft and clean them, and you do that heavy duty type of work, I'm gonna tell you right now, it burns you out. So normally when I do these podcasts, if it sounds like as if I'm tired, you know that I had got burnt out from starting out at 7:30 in the morning and get off around 3. But during that time, it's a whole lot of moving, a whole lot of picking up 30 blankets. And I'll tell you right now, some of you dirty ass individuals on these damn aircrafts, y'all need to learn how to, you know what, excuse my language I'm about to say right now, y'all need to learn how to pick y'all shit up on the aircraft when y'all be leaving trash behind and things of that nature. If y'all got kids, do not give your kids no crackers and things, or you know, muffins that be leaving on the damn seats and the floors and stuff. I'm not trying to sound mean or evil or anything like that. Because even some of you grown ass adults be wasting pretzels and stuff on the floor. How you up in your mid-30s, whatever, and 40s, and you wasting pretzels and chips on the damn floor? If a flight attendant says to you, do you have trash? Please give the trash to the flight attendants. Please, ladies and gents. Because this amazes me when we look on these little aircrafts and things and see how messy that they are. And I know some of you guys may come from different states that's, you know, different 3 or 4 hours, you know, ahead of California time. But it's like, damn, come on, y'all. Can y'all keep things looking efficient in your roads and make sure that y'all pick y'all stuff up? Like, come on, y'all come on the aircraft looking happy and things. When you get on the aircraft, look like a damn whirlwind of, I don't know, you know. I mean, part of our job, you know, gotta clean it up. But at the end of the day, it'd be cool. Would be like such the aircrafts like from Vegas. Love you guys from Vegas. Y'all keep the aircrafts looking clean, especially from San Francisco. Y'all in Vegas, y'all keep it clean, man. We really appreciate you guys. But at the end of the day, y'all, keep the damn aircrafts looking clean, please. Whoever you flying, and get the cabin cleaners, you know, tell them they appreciate them, because when we clean these aircrafts, we go through a whole lot of bull crap with our managers and stuff that you guys do not know behind the scenes as to what it takes to clean these aircrafts. And I don't know why we was talking about that, but with that though, ladies and gents, you guys can find me on any of the social media sites. But with that, you guys enjoy yourselves. Have a great, wonderful, blessed week. And if you watch some college football games tomorrow, wherever your team is, hopefully they win. But if you guys play against my USC team or Alabama, I'm sorry, but y'all gonna have to stand down and lose. So with that, your boy Chinchilla QZ. Peace, sign, one love. I'm out, deuces.